Now we will draw a count plot for this column. A count plot is used to show the observation of any column in the form of bars. The count plot will be used from the Seaborn library and the syntax is SNS, our Seaborn library, count plot, and here we have to pass our column name that we want to consider. We have to consider our churn column. After running this, it will show the count plot like this. It will show the unique values present in the column false and true and with their counts. If we see here the command that we used value counts false, the value is 2850 and for true it is 483. So from here you can observe that it is showing the same value. This is the comment for your reference, drawing a count plot for the column churn from the dataset using Seaborn library. Now here is the outcome. After analyzing the churn column, we noticed that almost 15% of the customers have churned. So now we have to analyze some other columns to find out other possible reasons. Moving to the next part. Now we will analyze our second column, the state column. First of all, having a look at our data again, data.head function. I will show top two records with the columns. With the help of any unique function, we will check how many unique values are present in this state column. Here, first of all, we have to write our data frame name and then we have to write the column name that we want to consider, state column. Then we have to use any unique function on this. After running this, it is showing 51, means there are total 51 unique states in this data frame. Next, we will make use of unique function to check out the all unique values of this column. Data frame name dot column name and dot the unique function. After running this, it will show all 51 states that are present in this column. And it will show the output in the form of a 1D array. As you can notice here, there is a square bracket in the start and also at the end of this output. Also, it is showing array here. Next, we will make use of value count function to check the count or occurrence of each state in this column. Data frame name dot column and value count function value underscore counts. After running this, it will show the output like this. It will show all 51 column names here and with their count. WV is present 106 times, OH is present 78 times, WI and OR also present 78 times. By default, it shows the result in the form of descending order, highest count at the top while the lowest count at the bottom. Okay, we can also show the result in the form of ascending order by simply writing ascending is equal to true here, ascending equal to true. After running this, it will show the output in the ascending order. The least count at the top while the highest count at the bottom. Moving forward, we will draw a count plot for this column, state column, and we have to use Seaborn library SNS dot count plot. Inside this, we have to consider our column state. After running this, it will draw a simple count plot like this. We will modify this now. First of all, we will set the size of this figure using matplotlib library. Plt dot, we will use figure function. Inside this figure function, we will pass a parameter fig size and we will set the width as 20 and height as 7. After running this using a semicolon, after running this, the size of the figure now has increased. Now we will do some modification in this count plot. First of all, we will adjust the size of these sticks. From matplotlib library again, we will use a function xsticks and here we will adjust the font size as 13. Similarly, we will adjust the font size of y text also as 13. When we run this, you can see the size of these text 180, 60, and also the size of the states names now changed or increased. As you are seeing, it is showing a additional line this every time we are running this code. So we can use plt.show at last to remove this line. After running this, it will show only the graph. Next is we can give the labels to our x-axis and y-axis using matplotlib library plt.xlabel. Xlabel we can give states and we can adjust the font size for our labels. I will give the size as 20. Similarly, we can give the y labels plt.y label, and on y axis we have count, so I can give count here, and we will give the font size as 20 here. Okay, after running this, the font size now has increased and states and counts are present here. We can also change the color of this x label and y labels by using the parameter color in this function x label. Color for x label we are setting red, and for y label we are setting the color as green. Running this, the colors of the labels have changed now. A quick recap for this count plot. Using figure function, we have adjusted the size of this figure 20 by 7, and we are using the Seaborn library to draw this count plot. We have mentioned the x text and y text with the font size as 13. We have also put the x label and y labels and with their font size and color as per our choice. We have used plt.show to display the figure. Here the x-axis is showing the names of the states and y-axis is showing their counts, or you can say occurrence, means how many times a state is present in the column. So that's how we can draw a count plot and modify it. Now we will draw a one more count plot to show the count of churned and non-churned customer state-wise. From Seaborn library, we will use count plot function. Again, we will consider the state column, and this time we will use an additional parameter which is hue, and for hue we will use our churn column. I will tell what is this hue parameter later. After running this, it will draw a count plot like this. First of all, we will use the plt.show at the end. Running this again, and now we will set the size of this figure using matplotlib library. From matplotlib library, we have to use figure function. Here we have to pass parameter fixed size, and I am passing the size as 20 by 7. Running this, the size of the figure has been changed. Now we can use an additional function here from Seaborn library, which is set. So SNS, our Seaborn library dot set, and here we will change the background of this plot, and we will give the white grid in the background. So we can use the parameter style here inside this set function, style equal to white grid. After running this, you can see the changes. Notice here these horizontal lines are present here now in the background. We can adjust the font size and color of our X label and Y label using Matplotlib library plt.xlabel. First of all, states our X label, then font size for our X label equal to 20 we can set, and color we can set as red. You can give any color of your choice. Setting the Y label, count. As you can see here, the count and states are already present, but we are giving the naming again. Font size equal to 20 and color for Y label we are giving green. When we run this, then the changes are done now. Now we will talk about this additional parameter hue. We are drawing a count plot for the column state, as you know, from this dataset using Seaborn library, and we have selected the churn column for hue. Hue equal to data.churn means we are considering the column churn, and it represents that we want to use column churn for color encoding. Color encoding here means coloring the bars for churn and non-churn customers differently. Here if you see the blue color representing the false, or you can say non-churn customer, which is also representing here, while the orange color is representing the true customers or churn customer, which is also representing here. In this count plot, if you see, all 51 states are present and the count of non-churn customer is more as compared to the churn customers.